salut à tous, c'est Sorator pour un nouvel épisode sur Honkai Star Rail. Après un petit fail, j'ai essayé... Mince, j'ai oublié le nom, ça y est. Comment ça s'appelle le monde simulé là? Juste, mets tes épées pas s'il te plaît, je veux juste voir le nom. C'est ça là, le monde simulé 2, je sais plus. Bref, j'ai échoué contre le boss. J'avais cette team, sachant qu'il était vulnérable genre au feu, à la glace, ben pas terrible. Rien pour le mettre en rupture. Donc pas terrible du tout. On retentera un petit peu plus tard. Et c'est la réflexion que je faisais avant de lancer l'épisode. Est-ce que faudrait pas que je joue Asta et Pella? Même Marche pour le shield, j'en sais rien. Ou alors faut que je joue Timeko et Gépard. Vas-y, de toute façon là on continue, on avance sur le scénario. Et voilà, je débloque des trucs au fur et à mesure. Donc ça c'est good. Je sais pas où on va là, mais c'est parti.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld? Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Branya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog, and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years, and those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Branya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Branya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother.
Then come with me, Branya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Freedom. A cold. Mainly cold, actually. Let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
Yes, go Serval.
But
La Rockers.
we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted
Dit-il avec deux
fugitives.
gardes derrière lui.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many
Hey,
Silvermane guards on patrol.
Bonne nuit, dictate.
Is it usually like
Moi de mon
this?
côté, je vais raser les murs.
No,
À
I
demain.
don't remember the
Et du coup,
security
ça, t'as réussi
being
avec
this
Jeune,
tight last
Clara,
time.
Marche et Bronia.
Might have something to do with us.
Juste avec Marche, ça suffit.
The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Mais tu te faisais pas one shot par le mob sur qui j'ai buté là? Je comprends pas. Parce qu'il me faisait genre des attaques à 800, 900. J'ai pas compris. Parce que t'as pas de debuffer là dans ta team là. Je sais pas comment t'as fait. I don't know. Il y a un truc qui m'échappe. Ou il y a une mécanique que j'ai pas compris du boss, je sais pas.
Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Ah.
I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
Mais il y a des gardes partout en fait. Petit pépère. Rosenik.
All right, you'll be safe here.
Salut,
My
c'est
workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise.
Besides, I know the architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Cocolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the supreme guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Perhaps I should do it. Or we'll still be here tomorrow.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Seela here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
Mais, bah raconte alors.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron.
Ces quêtes violettes, elles sont un peu longues, je crois. J'en ai débloqué quelques-unes, mais...
Closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. Japard?
Non, pas Japard.
Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also
pour avoir son avis,
uncompromising.
C'est un nom.
For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing.
Mais du coup, on va le combattre, ce
But
truc.
I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three
3 of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life.
Elle a quel âge, Serval? 40 ans?
Head settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Du coup, nouvelle zone à explorer? Yes.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Elle a 28 ans comme Aston.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agreed. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think
Comme ça,
outside
je te
the box.
spoil,
Of course
Zénith.
they can't wrap their heads around my
Ça
design.
va.
I thought it was something big. Leave it
T'as
here.
réussi à faire le
Take a
monde
look.
2 là?
Sorry to trouble
De
you.
Erta?
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not! How dare you! What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
Eh bah, go faire le monde 2, Zénik. De toute façon, là, après, je vais faire une pause de 2 jours sur les lives Honkai. Je vais repasser un peu sur Genshin. Ça va me permettre de refarmer un peu, de tester d'autres persos. On verra ça plus tard.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Kokolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Kokolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Kokolia will be out of options.
Non mais d'accord, et après? On le trouve et on fait quoi? On tape dessus avec un bâton?
Is Bronya really safe?
On dit, ah, c'est pas bien d'être méchant.
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much.
Parce que c'est quoi ta team, la Zénith, pour faire le monde 2?
I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
Parce que là, ma team n'était pas adaptée, tu vois. J'ai galéré sur un boss.
Jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
Comment on passe comme ça, là? La la la. La la la.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time
Déjà, ils la
no
reconnaissent tout de
see.
suite. C'est une bonne nouvelle.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine.
Pourquoi ils ont la même posture, les deux, là?
Here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good
Même le
word
droit
for
des
you with
passes.
my brother.
Eh
And
ben.
get him to promote you.
Si c'est pas royal, ça.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Donc on peut passer là. La la la. La la la. Écoutez, on va surtout choper les coups. Merci.
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a... This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum of the situation. Yes, sir.
Allez, c'est parti.
See, that was easy.
Je vais taper des mobs là, ça fait longtemps.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth. It's a place too cold to bear, covered in snow and ice. The guys doing the scientific research don't have time to worry about the surroundings. The restricted zone frontline is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell.
Yes.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Let's go then. I help set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
Un petit puzzle sur la route. Ah, je peux pas le tourner ça. Okay. Vas-y, je te suis petit. Emmène-moi. Attends. J'étais là il y a genre 1 heure de... Ah ouais? Attends, qu'est-ce qui va pas lui? Ah, si. Il fait apparaître le coffre. De toute façon, c'est ce que je disais, hein. Demain et mardi, je joue à Genshin, donc... ça va me laisser un peu de temps. Enfin, mais surtout l'XP, là, je crois que c'est l'XP dont je vais avoir besoin. Des écus, c'est pas mal ça, il me faut aussi. Hop. Donc là, comme d'hab, on va faire à peu près 1 heure, je suis déjà à 28 minutes.
Nope, this terminal's offline.
So what's the plan?
Look for another.
Un autre tu m'as
I
de l'autre côté,
never
mais
would
comment
have
on
guessed
accède, je
that
ne sais pas.
Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Mais enfin...
Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Comme ça, bien sage, j'ai cliqué là-dessus.
Bronya was right.
Le mec bloque tout.
The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the fragmentum. Let's press on.
Coucou. Ah, je crois que c'est un coffre. Fata. Hop là. Merci bien. Merci bien. Après, j'ai l'habitude de tuer un peu tout ce qui bouge là. Hop, Seigneur Albert. Des écus. Ah, je vais pouvoir acheter le set complet physique pour le pionnier. Et ça, bah, c'est cool. Sicule, et oui. J'ai encore des petits frises, hein. Je sais pas trop à quoi c'est dû. Hein. Peut-être le jeu qui lagouille un peu. Et comme tu dis, de toute façon, ouais, après je ferai des quêtes. Je vais surtout faire les vertes en premier, je pense. Ou les bleus, je sais plus. Là. Je sais plus si elles sont vertes ou bleues. Et on verra après au fur et à mesure. Et après sur les violettes. Qui vont être un peu plus longues. Mais peut-être plus sympa à suivre aussi. Vu que ça... Enfin, c'est une histoire autour des personnages, donc...
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its
pretty
formal
cool.
name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so
Il faut pas me
heavily
laisser faire
guarded.
ma vie. Hein.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the
Genre elle est
spot.
trop smart.
Come on, let's see if that guard
Mais j'ai
over
pas
there
vraiment
will
éternué,
let
c'est
us
trop bizarre.
pass.
Mais merci. Je sais pas, j'ai... C'est un truc qui me dérange, mais je sais pas trop quoi. Du coup, monsieur... Non, pardon, je dis monsieur.
Yo, evening soldier.
Are
Y a pas la même tête que
you
l'autre,
the
lui.
emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security
Capitaine.
captain's encryption key.
Il faut la clé du capitaine.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Un peu moins simple que prévu
Darn, this
peut-être.
guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and
Dunn il est
find
en train de se
him.
reposer. Ah bah, bravo.
Done?
Après, si elle le connaît, c'est bien. Notre cher Dunn, t'es où là? Au niveau des tentes qu'on a vu tout à l'heure là.
Serval, this done. Do you know him?
Ah bah il était pas là.
You bet I do. We go way
Il
back.
s'est téléporté
He's easy to talk
comme
to.
par
Watch
hasard.
me persuade him. Hey, Done! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long
Le
time.
problème c'est qu'il manque du
You're
contenu
still so-
hebdomadaire, je l'aurais pas ce soir je pense.
You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh,
Okay.
you play rock and roll too? Cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Comme ça il y a comme une drôle d'odeur. Fatal. C'était quoi cette réponse?
Hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the
Il y a un mec
embarrassment.
qui pue, bravo.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My
Hâte de voir
keyboard
ça.
guy is
Du
pretty
Lissabon
good,
sur
but
scène.
I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
C'était quoi la réponse de 16 d'hésiter devant la femme de tes rêves? What? C'est quoi ce forcing?
Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think.
Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem.
Il ne croit pas.
Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
Attends, on va se taper avec eux là en plein milieu. Quoi?
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Oh, on va tuer Jeune. Donc on est même pas le visage.
Good, the stronger the better.
Welcome, customers.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge
Ça
extra.
fait bim, bam, boum. Ça fait...
A thousand wonders to raise your good omens.
Bah, on a le choix. Ne me dis pas que j'ai encore fail, hein. Ça se laisse.
Customers are always welcome.
What about this?
Arrêtez, vous mentez.
Are made to be broken.
J'ai même pas eu de choix de... Attendez, vous me foutez le doute là.
You're out. Oh.
Let me tend to your wounds.
Jamais.
Simple
mentir.
On my mark.
Comment ça renfort?
Here stands the Silvermane Guard.
Contre. Expérience sociale.
Chill out.
Ah oui d'accord, je veux quoi. Bah, tu vas le faire foutre.
Time to show you.
Tu mens.
What's in your
I don't believe
Much
you.
Batter up.
Say ah. Better late than
Sounds
never.
like more business knocking.
Let's be friends, shall we?
Didou.
All the best.
Combien de temps il est en garde le Michel?
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Il est encore en garde là, je sais pas. Comment c'est s'il est encore en garde? Je sais pas. Expérience sociale. Il est plus en garde, c'est bon.
We're just having fun.
J'avais un doute.
Try this on for size.
Le doute m'a... Pardon, j'ai spammé comme un débile.
Stay close.
Arrête de faire des renforts là, c'est bang, Pepito.
Step back.
Mais arrête.
Let's make it quick.
Let me tend to your wounds. Look, listen, feel, kick.
Transperçage.
You bully. Help me.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Comment ça fait de l'action?
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
C'est pas les sions de Dune.
Why?
I'm sorry, Done. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy.
Genre une vie courte, quoi.
You're not dead yet. How can you give up that easily?
We've made it up till now.
Fada.
I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub.
Donc là, on va taper tout le monde, là.
If I'd known he had the encryption key
Je
from
suppose
the
que c'est vrai
start,
qu'on peut avoir le truc en
I
secret,
could've
je suis pas
snuck
sûr.
in and taken it off him
Je pense que vous
myself.
mentez, monsieur. Ah, et puis...
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough to expose us.
C'est parti. Bon, en vrai, ça devrait passer. On a fait ulti. Pas le temps.
Rules are made to be broken.
Encore. Aïe.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Easy win. Qu'est-ce qu'on loot? Ajouter un truc violet. Ok. Lui, il a un gros canon. Lui. Bonjour, monsieur. Non, mais en secret, oui, non, mais. I don't believe you, my dear.
Seize the moment.
Let's make it quick. Just a scratch. Rules
Elle vous fait ma batte.
are made to be broken.
Porte de caca mou. Il fait giga mal son ulti à lui. En vrai, c'est à côté, ça va. Ça fait juste quelques fights.
More business, eh?
Seize the moment.
Merde, à chaque fois je me trompe à cliquer en bas. Faut pas cliquer en bas.
Let's go.
Fada.
You bully.
Et oh.
Time to question your prescription.
J'ai le pouvoir de la petite. Alors calmez-vous.
We're just having fun.
Ça suffit.
Welcome, customers. Yeah.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
How you gonna win if you don't take any risks?
Hop. Yes.
We're in.
Oh, it's open. Oh, thank you, Done.
Ah, thank you, on lui a pété la gueule en fait. Donc bon. Tu repasseras pour le thank you. Ah, merci, je t'ai pété la gueule. Merci aussi. Il manque beaucoup de choses là. Faudra revenir. Si. Ah, et après il y a toute la zone ici. Oh là 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 là. Oh là 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 là.
Give me some time.
Là, 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 là.
Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive.
Est-ce que c'est Windows 7?
Emergency fire evacuation system.
Oh, blague de nerd.
Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yup.
Then what's our plan?
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
Ah, je peux pas lui jeter de grenade, pas bravo.
There's no other way.
Après, c'est le même que la reine de fight. En tout cas, il a le même skin. Pas de faire. Tu vas te calmer par quelqu'un te faire le.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one.
Ça fait surtout
Good, the stronger the better. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Ça fait bim.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ça, j'ai encore pas les éléments pour le faire. Pas de risque.
Better late than never.
More business, eh?
Coucou.
Time to what's in your prescription?
En gros, si tu vas sur ce site tous les jours, t'as des petites récompenses in-game. Et les premiers jours, t'as quelques jets stellaires. Voilà, c'est tout. Tu peux arrêter d'appeler les coupings?
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers?
C'est comme sur Genshin.
I charge
C'est la même
extra.
chose, hein. C'est des petites récompenses. Mais sur 3 jours, t'as 100 jets stellaires, donc ça va. Si.
Let's make it quick.
Thousand wonders to raid. Fight as one.
Rules are made to be broken.
Péter la gueule. 1500. Putain, on commence à farmer des trucs 4 stars, là. Trop bien. Je sais pas à quoi ça sert, mais trop bien. Et ça tourne.
Energy restored, system online.
Il y en avait un de l'autre côté là.
Percent. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move. Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a
Frontline, c'était
problem.
des pipettes
Your brother
pour
may be
les
there.
chiens.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't
Ça doit pas
bump
être les mêmes
into
en
him,
anglais,
but if we do,
Are you sure you can convince him?
Sinon ça sonne bizarre.
I've probably got a...
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval.
Tu connais pas Frontline?
We can't reach a common understanding with your brother.
Aïe aïe aïe.
Will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end,
Par contre,
and I
pendant
won't
la
go
rotation, je
back
crois que j'ai
on
vu
my
un coffre,
promise.
alors je sais pas où c'était.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some
Je crois,
negotiation
j'ai vu un
skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
Ouais, c'était là-bas. Et là, y a rien.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Battlefield Hardline. Qu'est-ce que... Attends, si je retourne ça, ça fait quoi? Ça sert à rien. Comme ça, là, ça bloque d'où je viens. Ah, mais si j'ai un coffre d'accord, on se calme. J'en bafouille. Ok. Genre là-bas. Mais ça a l'air fermé. Un peu comme le cœur d'Asnez. moins, on a récupéré un coffre. Je pense que j'ai assez pour acheter la dernière pièce du catcheur, là, pour le pionnier. Mais j'ai pas de TP. Il y a une TP. Oh putain, il y a Jean-Jacques. Il y a Jean-Jacques le frérot. Jean-Jacques le frérot. Jean-Jacques le frérot. Attends. Juste, ni vu ni connu. Bouge pas, t'inquiète. Il a rien vu. On sait pas TP. On ne tue pas l'immersion de la mission. Hop. Merci, comme ça on a le set complet. Ok, on pourra même acheter d'autres trucs. On verra ça plus tard, merci. Là c'était juste pour restuff les pionniers. Avec les reliques. Comme ça il est full... full boxer là. Ah, chance de coup crit. C'est pas mal ça. Bon, après je sais pas s'il faut forcer dessus ou pas, j'en sais rien. Attends quoi, je lui ai pas mis le plastron hein. Ok. Attends frérot, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là? J'ai pas changé, je l'ai monté mais je l'ai pas monté, d'accord. Ok. Donc là il doit avoir 20% de taux là? Ouais, c'est déjà mieux. Ok, ça a dû le up un peu. 800 d'attaque. Ok, c'est mieux. Comme ça il est un peu, voilà, un peu stuff. Vas-y. On va aller voir ce qu'il veut le frérot. Après j'aurais pu m'arrêter là. Pour faire le suspense. Mais j'ai pas le temps en fait.
Serval. It really is you.
Non, la guerre fratricide.
Wait, Gepard, listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet... Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms. Hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Gepard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy. that you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Kokoli is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Japard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
Me dis pas que j'ai encore échoué, hein, Bon, tu peux arrêter de taper plusieurs fois, monsieur, t'es censé être une grosse patate.
Good. The stronger the better.
Merci.
Let's be friends, shall we?
Non. Pas d'amitié.
All the best.
C'est vraiment un fake, Flucus.
Let's go.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
On my command.
Take
courage.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Customers are always welcome.
Let's make it quick.
Rules are made to be broken!
You're out!
You don't look so good. Gotta get those vitamins!
I owe you
Une fois que l'huile s'est bien répandue. C'est assez rare pour être apprécié, ma foi.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Let's be friends, shall we? Yeah!
Oh, never.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours, Serval's and Bronya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me.
Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Bronya.
Lady Bronya?
Donc on ne pouvait pas montrer la lettre avant.
There's nothing more to say, Gepard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silvermane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian. But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives. For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klepoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
Et je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là. J'espère juste qu'il n'y a pas la caverne... comment ça s'appelle là ? La grotte de corrosion là, juste derrière. Sinon, bah tant pis. Parce que dans les trucs hebdomadaires, qu'est-ce que j'avais là ? Caverne de la corrosion. Tant pis. Hein. Tant pis. Nous allons nous arrêter là pour cet épisode, car ça dépasse l'heure d'enregistrement. Donc je vous dis merci d'avoir regardé, et à la prochaine pour la suite. On découvrira ce qui se trouve derrière la porte. Donc see you next time. Ciao.